Okay, imagine a busy highway in your city. This highway can handle a certain number of cars at a time, but when too many cars enter, traffic slows to a crawl. Classic commute.
Now, picture toll roads running alongside a highway. Toll roads help reduce congestion by allowing cars to move faster, in exchange for a small fee.
Let's apply this to blockchain. We'll use Ethereum as our example. The main highway in this analogy is the blockchain, also known as Layer 1, the original, where everything started. Ethereum on its own processes about 15 to 30 transactions per second, or TPS. Have you ever noticed higher gas fees when trying to send Ethereum during an NFT or token sale? That's because of the congestion the network is facing. Many people trying to send many transactions all at once.
More TPS than that, and you'll be met with congestion on the network. This means higher transaction fees and longer processing times.
And while we're on the topic of transactions per second, for the sake of comparison, credit card companies like Visa, MasterCard, and Discover allow for thousands of transactions per second. When people use their cards for payments all over the world, the companies are responsible for making sure they all go through quickly. So how do we fix Ethereum's measly 30 transactions per second? That's where Layer 2 solutions come in. In the same way toll roads allow for more traffic on a highway, Layer 2 solutions help decongest the main blockchain. Put simply, they bundle multiple transactions together, process them off-chain, and then submit in a single compressed transaction back to Ethereum. These bundled up transactions are also known as rollups, and what it essentially means is faster transactions, much lower fees, and less congestion on the Ethereum network. That's a good starting point, but in order to dig deeper, we need to take a look at what's known as the Blockchain Trilemma. What is the Blockchain Trilemma? In the same way a dilemma, or dilemma, means a difficult choice between two things, you can probably guess that a trilemma is a hard choice between three. The Blockchain Trilemma is a challenge that blockchain technology faces in balancing three important aspects: security, scalability, and decentralization. Security is the most straightforward, indicating how well the network is kept safe from attacks. Scalability refers to the ability to handle a growing number of transactions. How big can it scale? Decentralization means that no single party has control over the network. Instead of control being centralized, it's spread out, or decentralized.
The Blockchain Trilemma was introduced by Vitalik Buterin, one of the co-founders of Ethereum, and it suggests that it's difficult to improve all three aspects at the same time.
The thinking here is that blockchains can only achieve 2 out of the 3 qualities at once: security and scalability at the cost of decentralization, scalability and decentralization at the cost of security, or security and decentralization at the cost of being scalable. And this is exactly where Layer 2 solutions are helpful. Layer 2 solutions handle transaction processing off-chain while relying on the main blockchain, Layer 1, for the final settlement and validation. Let's have a look at an example of a Layer 2 solution. Like we mentioned before in the video, Ethereum Layer 2 solutions are often referred to as rollups. These are solutions that make blockchains faster and cheaper by bundling multiple transactions together before sending them to the main blockchain, which is Layer 1. This is kind of like a public bus picking up multiple passengers, instead of each person driving their own car. It reduces congestion and makes the system more efficient overall. One of the most popular rollups is called an Optimistic Rollup. Optimistic Rollups process multiple transactions off-chain, and then submit them as a single batch to the main blockchain. They're called optimistic because they assume all transactions are valid before actually verifying them. The reason this works is because there's a challenge period during which anyone can dispute fraudulent transactions. If a dispute arises, the system re-executes the transaction, corrects any errors, and penalizes whoever was responsible for submitting the false data. If no one challenges the batch within the set time frame, it's accepted and permanently recorded on the blockchain. This way, the speed of transactions are increased while keeping security intact. Cryptocurrencies like Optimism and Arbitrum are examples of optimistic rollups. With the underlying blockchain in this case being Ethereum, optimistic rollups like Optimism help Ethereum scale while keeping security intact. Layer 2 solutions transform the way Ethereum operates by reducing congestion, lowering the fees, and improving transaction speed, all without compromising security. We recently made it even easier for you to interact with Layer 2 networks directly within Trezor Suite. You can now securely manage Base, Arbitrum 1, and Optimism assets, which means you can buy, sell, and swap Layer 2 tokens, all within Trezor Suite, with world-class security. Trade with confidence, knowing your crypto is always under your control.